Welcome back to Folks Solo Sports Show. All right, let's talk about the All Star game. The not exactly the All Star matchup, but the All Star the setup, the way things are set up now. I don't know if anybody's mentioned this, but at this point, this whole thing of letting the players of the best player of the West and the East choose their own teammates at the I don't know. To me, it's kind of lame. It's cool because you're letting them have fun, but I think it needs to go back to the old fashioned way when it was strictly East versus West. Uh, 2018 was the first time they didn't do it that way, and now they've been letting the player pick the best player of each conference pick their teammates either from the West or the East. I'm here to tell you it's good and it is fun to watch to see who the players want to play with and play with each other. But at the same time, this takes away a lot more debates that was happening for years. And that debate is who is better, the East or the West. That was the debate. This was what y'all criticized LeBron so much about, saying that he couldn't do it in the West. He can never do what he's doing in the West, what he does in the East. Okay? So now you just got players from the East and the West playing on the same team in the All-Star game. It's fun to see because, like I said, the players get to choose who they want to play with, and you see the guys who really believe in each other from the picks that they do. But at the same time, it's kind of whack because it takes away from that skill set and that long season did you see the team have to go through when you get to see who really was the best out of the East or the West. Does the West got more better players or does the East got more better players? And now, since LeBron's been in the West, you can't even really debate that anymore because the All Star game was a part of that. Now, if LeBron was in the West years ago, it would have been different. But now you can't debate it. Now you done seen him play in the Eastern Conference in the Eastern All Star game, being on the Eastern Conference side, and you seen what he did over there, and you seen all the good players on the West side. But now it's just mixed up, and it doesn't get to show you. Now you could have seen that if it was still all just West and still all just East, you could have seen if the West has a lot better players than the East does, and from the West coming out and just completely smashing the East with LeBron right now? Or is it because LeBron is just doing his thing on the West side now instead of being on the East and still carrying the team? And it can show or not if he was really as good as everybody's trying to say he isn't on each side, whatever side he's on. Okay, so this is why I'm a little, I don't really like this all star setup, how the players get to pick each other. I do like it, but I think it's a lot better when you just come down to and you see is the East better than the West or is the West better than the East? Think about it in any other sport. Would you like to see yeah, you would like to see, but it still doesn't bring a better conversation out. It doesn't bring a better debate out when you get to see, wow, the West just really wasn't ready for the East, or the East just can't match up with the West. That showed that uh, what everybody was saying now, we don't get to see it. We don't get to see LeBron prove that it's because of his skills and having good teammates, his skills mainly in having good teammates, that he did what he did in the East. And the All Star game was a part of that. Think about it. You would like to see it, but what would be better in the NFL if all the guys just got to mix up and play on any team and and the quarterback was the two people who picked everybody on their team. Now, yeah, that would be a great matchup, but you would see that um, there is a lot of balance that way. That's what I'm getting to here. There's a lot of balance that way. When the player gets to pick who they want to play with, there's a bunch of balance that way. But when they have to just play with whoever's on the East and whoever's on the West, or the AFC versus the NFC, you get to see or not what y'all claim. Y'all hate so much of it when it's happening in sports. Y'all claim y'all don't like it when it's so unbalanced and one team is just blowing through everybody like the Golden State Warriors. Y'all claim that, but y'all want to see, you don't want to see anymore that the conference just go up against the other conference instead of mixing all these players. Okay? Well, if you keep the conference just the way it is, it shows that if it's unbalanced or not. Okay? It will show that they just got way more skill over here than the AFC. The NFC has way more skill than the AFC. And that will, then you'll know that, okay, these teams need more players. These teams need better players coming up. The teams who will make a bigger show, a better show for the upcoming season. Who needs the better players so we can have a bunch of 35 to 33 football games, or we can have a bunch of NBA games coming down to the last shot. All right? So that will let you know. Let me know if you agree. Did you like it better when the All-Star game was strictly just East versus West, or do you like it better now when the best player of each conference gets to pick their team? This is Folk Solo Sports Show. Like, subscribe, get in the comment section. I'll get back with y'all, man. Peace.